Good morning, this is Brian. Today is a glorious, bright, sunny October 13th. It's a Sunday. It's probably about 9:30 in the morning. I'm here on Forest Service Route 2N04 in the San Bernardino National Forest. You can pick this up just off of Highway 38, roughly about 2 miles past Onyx Summit, which is the highest point on the 38 and the highest paved mountain pass here in Southern California. I'd say I'm about an elevation of 7,200 feet. What I did was I pulled off of 38 onto the 2N04, drove downhill, I don't know, maybe about a half a mile. Could have been a little bit less because it was very slow going. I don't have a four-wheel drive. If you see my Jeep in other videos, it's a two-wheel drive. So it's very rocky and rough coming down here. But today I'm looking to do a couple things. For the sake of this video, I'm going to try to make a climb up to peak 7,700, which is, yes, another random peak here in the San Bernardinos. .38 would be over there. That's going towards Lightning Gulch Point. That was the last time I was here in the San Bernardinos. That's not it. That's probably a false summit right there. That's a false summit because it's actually behind it. I believe that might be peak 8,918. I think that is. Don't quote me, I'm not sure. There is a peak near the Sugarloaf Trail that the trail doesn't reach it, but it kind of bypasses it on the way to the crest toward Sugarloaf Mountain. And that's where I believe that might be 8818. I think it's 8918 or something like that. Not sure. So 38 would be over that way. I can see it, 38, very clearly. Now this is peak 7,700. I'm not even sure if I'm really going the right way. I was planning on something else, something I can't really divulge for the sake of preservation. I'm not gonna mention any more than that. It's an area where people can go visit, but the people here in the San Bernardino National Forest kind of want to keep it secret, away from people who would go vandalize it, so I'm not going to mention any more about it. I'm not even, honestly, not even sure where it is from here, but I'm not going to mention any more about it. But that was one of my goals, but I really have to maybe do a little more research on it. There are people who are willing to talk about it, but it's a real lovely area that people want to keep protected. It's supposed to be a beautiful sylvan glen. Like I said, I'm not going for more mentions than that, out of respect for it. Like I said, it's open to the public, but people don't want other people to facing it. So, peak 7,700 is going to be about over there. It'll be the first peak I've climbed in almost 2 months. Last peak was Lightning Gulch Point. Like I said, it's back that way. And so I'm really out of shape. Spent the last couple months just not doing much. My work schedule's been really icky, and it's been really hot. A lot. Especially September was really hot. I did manage to go to the mountains back in September. You'll remember if you saw my previous videos spotlight on trees on California Fremontia, or flannel bush, and another video about the area. But yeah, I didn't really do any hiking. It was all in the same area. So this is actually the first hike I've been on since August 17th. Lightning Gulch Point. So I'm definitely out of shape. But I'm going to take this Forest Service road. Getting to 7700 will require some cross country because there is no trail or road that goes up to it. I'm just going to look for a spot where I feel would be prudent to leave the trail. So I'm going to take this Forest Service road. I believe this is still 2N04, but 2N04, if you follow it, you'll cross the PCT, and you just keep following this. Follow it down through Arrastre Creek, which is down here, and then you start following this dirt track. It's gorgeous over here. This is beautiful. So I get a little taste of single leaf pinyon and Sierra juniper here. So I get a little taste of that. And I was down in that creek bushwhacking for about 10 minutes, looking to see what I could find down where those willows are. All those yellow shrubs, those are willows, are changing color since it's October, it's fall season. There's some nice Jeffrey pines down here. I remember reading on somebody's PCT, was it a PCT blog? Or no, it was somebody looking for that special spot that I'm not going to mention. I actually took the PCT to this one camp called Arrastre Camp, and in that ravine looked like some huge Jeffrey pines. And you know me, I love my conifers. So there are nice sized Jeffrey pines down in the canyon there. So could just be the start of some nice forest. But here, this is predominantly Pinus monophylla, single leaf pinyon. And that's mountain or green ephedra, Ephedra viridis, which is fairly common in the northeastern San Bernardino mountains. So I'm going to keep gliding along here. Let's see. That looks like it's Camp Oaks. I think that's the name of it. Over there where you can see the barn looking building. I think that's Camp Oaks. I think it's O-A-K-E-S. Spelling to try to be fancy. I'm guessing that's what that is. I've seen it on the map before. But I think that's Camp Oaks over there. It's probably one of those more private facilities. Yeah, some of those Jeffrey pines are quite large. There are some pretty decent sized ones down there. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I was walking through some of it along 2N04. There were some pretty girthy ones down there. But here, this looks like it's almost